We are going live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Probably not many boys and girls here. Maybe, I don't know. Hey, everybody.
Hello,
We are here. It's Geo and JC.
we are
Greetings.
home.
We are sitting here at home, and it is Sunday night, 8:15 p.m., and we are coming to you live from Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, and our home. So, welcome everybody. So, we thought we would have a little chat tonight with all of you, and the subject matter, as you can see from the heading of the video, is 1,000 subscribers. It's an uphill climb.
Yeah,
So, yeah, we want to talk about it. First off, though, the very most important thing we need to say is there are 898 of you subscribed to this channel. And when we started doing this a little over a year ago, we never even thought we'd have that many people. So, thank you from the bottom of our hearts,
thank
right?
you very much.
Yeah, we're extremely grateful, extremely thankful to have all of you watching us. And it looks like we got a couple people actually viewing or popping in and popping out. So, if you are here, and you're watching us, please go ahead and make a little comment over to the side. Feel free to ask us anything you want to ask us. We're open for questions, comments, any of that kind of stuff. We're super happy you're here. But again, we started the channel, it's been a little over a year ago that we kind of got serious about it.
Yeah,
Um, we started doing the videos. I've actually had this channel for many many years, and I created the YouTube channel a long time ago, and I used to post silly videos of my aquarium. Sometimes, if I was like traveling or up visiting family in Savannah, if you go way back in the archives, there's some old stuff on this channel from when I was visiting family up in Savannah, and just little things like that. It was never, I never took it seriously at all, and then a little over, I guess it was a couple of years ago. Um, it was a couple of years into our relationship when I started doing a little more filming. And the main reason that we started adding the videos onto the channel was really with Juan Carlos's family being in Costa Rica and my family being here in the United States and us being spread out. Um, the idea was that we would make these little videos to share with our friends and family just a little bit about what was going on in our life. I mean, just so that we could share with them. And really, it was not intended to be much more than that. And then we started discovering a lot of you out there watching, and you started commenting, and that sort of got us excited and got us motivated. And what do you think about it?
well, yeah. At the beginning, I wasn't like really involved into any of that. For me, it was something that he was doing
Mm-hmm.
because he wanted to, and then he started to try to get me on camera and trying to get me involved, and I was like, yeah, I'll go slowly. I'll show up if I want. And I still kind of do. I mean, I don't feel like this is something that we have to do. We just do it because we like.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
then I started to slowly feel more and more comfortable being in camera, um, and saying, just sharing our experience with people. And I started noticing that people started liking the videos and watching the videos and liking them
Mm-hmm.
and commenting on the videos. So I thought it was fun. And then we came out with the with our mantra and trying to spread a little of our philosophy a little bit, like try to make your best effort to be happy, and
Mm-hmm.
happiness is a lifestyle, so have a lifestyle that makes you happy. um, and then people like that too.
Yeah. People really responded
Yeah.
once we started sharing our mantra of happiness as a lifestyle. And speaking of people responding, James, welcome. Good to see you there. Hello. Hope you're doing well.
Hi, James.
And So yeah, and I'll give credit where credit is due. When I came to Juan Carlos, actually we were in Costa Rica, and I challenged you like, oh, we need to come up with some saying or some mantra or something about the channel, and you really came up with happiness as a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Hmm.
He's pretty smart, everyone. He comes up with some good ideas.
Hmm. So yeah, and then I started feeling more involved, and especially after I saw all the effort that he was putting, because it's not just um, shot the video, record something in the camera and then just throw it in YouTube like everything is perfect.
Right.
No, you have to work a lot after the videos are done. You have a lot of pieces that you need to put together, edit, select the right music, select the right shots, because many times you say something and you're like, am I saying it right, or where are we? And then
There's lots of bloopers.
yes, so it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Just I don't know, like a 30 minutes video or 20 minutes video, it's over 2 hours just editing. And
That's
so
true.
I at that point I saw that it was a lot of work, like a love work. It was not like just work because I have to do this. It was because he wanted to, and I thought, okay, this is important to him, so I have to make an effort to be part of it, because I know that it's important to him, that I am also part of that. And again, I slowly started to be more involved, and now I enjoy it
Yeah.
a lot.
And I appreciate it. And it motivated me a little more when Juan Carlos wanted to get more involved, and you got more excited about it. And part of the excitement for us as well, and in growing the channel, and is really that every time we would upload a video, we started noticing more and more people commenting on the videos or reaching out to us, not only on YouTube, but also on Instagram and a little bit on Twitter. Our Twitter doesn't have very many followers, but we did start Instagram together. We each have our own Instagram, and we were posting stuff on our personal Instagrams, but then we also created an Instagram for Geo and JC. And so, really, over the last, I would say it's been a little less than a year of serious effort of trying to put out at least one video every single week,
Yeah.
and then trying to put a video out that we felt was representative of he and I, stuff that's going on in our life, whether it's start travels, adventures, or even just simple things like we've done a couple videos where we call it the 15-minute challenge, where we encourage you all to go out within 15 minutes of wherever you live, and we guarantee that you're going to find something beautiful to see. And
Or
that
yeah,
really fits
also
with who we are and happiness and all of that. Yeah.
and also the cooking videos. They are simple,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
something that you do at home every day, daily. It's
exactly.
not like we went out and trying to find the most exotic thing to make. It
Yeah.
was just something that we
Well,
wanted
yeah,
to
and we
share.
wanted to share because it was something personal, like that. I personally really liked the dish that I prepared, and then the chifrijo from Costa Rica. So yeah, we're really just trying to focus on doing things that we enjoy and we love, and in turn, we've noticed that the channel continues to grow. And because of that, today, as of today, we've got 898 subscribers. We're close to our goal. We've set that goal a few months ago of trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by
The end of the
the end of
year.
the year, and I think it's very doable. I think we
Mhm.
can achieve that goal, but we need all of your help to do it as well. So if you are a subscriber and you're watching this, please go and pick one of our favorite videos. Maybe there's something that we did that resonated with you, and that's why you subscribe to the channel. Do us a huge favor. Share that video on your social media. Share it on your Facebook. Share it with your friends, with your family, and encourage other people to come over to the channel and subscribe as well. And part of the reason that we've chose the goal of 1,000, if you're not aware, there's a lot of different things that we can now do once we reach that 1,000 goal. One of the things that we really like doing are these live streams, but currently we're limited in our ability to live stream, to only do it through our laptop computer. So we have to be stationary, we have to be at home. But if we get to 1,000 subscribers, then YouTube will allow us to actually do streaming live while we're out and about. So we'll be
With the
able to
phone, yeah.
do, we can do it on our mobile phone if we're at wherever, if we're at a park or at Disney or on the road traveling, we can do that. Ricky is here. Ricky, you finally got to meet us during a live chat. I'm super excited. What's he say?
She said my alert said it was a 5 months.
5 months ago.
5 months ago, but it's live now.
That's weird.
That's weird.
I don't know. Maybe
I don't know.
I'm not sure why that happened, Ricky. But yeah, we're live now. It's not 5 months ago. We are live. It is February 24th, 2019. And we are talking about our goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers. So, but as I was saying, that it's been interesting to sort of watch the channel grow, and as we get closer to this 1,000 subscriber mark, it's making us really excited because we sort of look at it now each day, and it's a part of our daily conversation about what does the channel look like? Whereas this wasn't something that we really thought about much
Yeah.
until recently. So anyway,
Yeah, the funny part is, I think after 500, the channel started to grow a little faster.
yeah, once we hit that 500 mark, there was a period of time where it seemed like there was a lot of growth. And we do know we can look at the analytics of the channel, which is nice. That YouTube gives you the ability. But we also know that once we reach 1,000 subscribers, we'll even have more information available to us about the demographics of our channel and what type of videos are resonating with you, our audience, so that we can continue to hopefully grow it and continue to give you guys content that you're interested in watching. So that's a big part of it. And one of the interesting things about the analytics is we see like how many people have viewed the videos and how many unique visitors have been on our channel and watched and things like that. And it's fascinating to me that there's been like over, I think at last there was like 160,000 unique visitors. So that means that's individual people that have actually come and watched some of our content. So when we say that the struggle is real and it's an uphill climb, you would think that with over 100,000 people coming in, that it wouldn't be that difficult to click that little subscribe button. But apparently it's challenging, so we get it. So it's kind of fun.
Also, sometimes you see, I don't know, you have 768, and then suddenly you have 767.
Yeah, so some people will drop off.
Someone drop off.
And that's fine as well. And again, it's, as we said, when we started doing this, our sole intent in creating the channel was to share with our friends and our family what's going on in our lives. And then it just started resonating with all of you watching. So for that, we're extremely grateful, and we really enjoyed getting to know a lot of people. And we've met several people who watch our channel, and that's always fun. So what's happening? There's people talking in there.
Right.
Hey, Brian, welcome. Good to see you. Brian, how's things in Costa Rica? I think that's where you are.
Kind of Milo.
And then, hi, is it
Milo.
Milo? Oh, you're from Vancouver. I think we talked before. Or if it's not you, somebody else was in the chat recently that was from Vancouver. And we talked a little bit about our travels because we've been to Canada several times. We love going up there.
Tom.
Huh?
Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
You're not incognito tonight. Thank you. Thanks for letting us know you're watching. Tom is a very good friend of ours who lives out in California. So that's exciting. Yay, it's very fun to have you guys all here. And I will share with you all, and we said it earlier, and one of the things you can do to sort of help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and Tom, you're a great example of this. Tom has taken some of our videos and then he's reposted them on his Facebook page and encouraged his friends to follow along and to subscribe to the channel. So that's a huge help. And Tom, we can't thank you enough for doing that. So that's a thing that you guys can do too. If you do have your own social media or a Facebook and you like one of our videos, or maybe there's a certain video that we've created that really resonated with you, go ahead and share it with your friends and your family and encourage them to come along and subscribe to the channel. And then we're going to have a huge celebration when we reach that 1,000 subscriber milestone for sure. So while we're here, though, we wanted to share a little information with you guys too. We have some new videos that are coming out that I'm going to be editing this week. We just had a great experience. His sister was here. She left this morning. So we had her with us for a week, and her boyfriend was here as well from Costa Rica. And the other night, we had the great opportunity on Friday night. We went and had dinner at a restaurant in Miami called Chica. And it is operated, the chef is Chef Lorena Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
And Chef Lorena is a top chef, and she, you might see her, she's got a couple television shows. She's been on Top Chef. She's just phenomenal, and her food is unbelievably yummy. She has another restaurant in Las Vegas called Chica that Juan Carlos and I have been to and eaten at a couple times.
Yeah, it's the same name.
And it's the same name, exactly. So now we're very lucky that just 20 minutes from our house now, we have Chica Miami. So we took the camera with us the other night, and Chef Lorena was gracious enough herself to come over to the table and say hello to us and give a shout out on the video.
I
And
don't like your
oh, you don't like my keyboard?
Your keyboard.
Juan Carlos is trying to respond to everybody, so if it's
I had to remove
challenging,
twice.
he's used to his own keyboard on his phone. He's using my phone. But anyway, so we have that video coming up from Chica in Miami. And then we had a little staycation the last 2 nights. We were very honored. Right near where we live here in Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood area is the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And it's been open for a long time, but they just opened in the last month the new guitar-shaped hotel. And the Hard Rock was gracious enough that they actually brought Juan Carlos and I out complimentary. We were comped, and we got 2 nights, Friday night and Saturday night, to stay at the new hotel and experience the amazing pool area. And of course, we filmed everything. So we've got a vlog coming all about our staycation at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Yay! Very cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody have any questions, any ideas or thoughts? Anything that you want us to do with the channel that would interest you? So Brian, perfect. You're in Costa Rica.
Yeah, he's from Costa Rica. Right?
Yes, I do. Yeah, he lives in not Alajuela. No,
San Ramon.
San Ramon. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, we're getting ready for the holidays as well. We're hitting the road again. We're going to be with my family up in Savannah, Georgia, for Thanksgiving. Savannah, and we love Savannah. So stay tuned. We'll definitely have some videos coming from there. And then after Savannah, we're coming back here for a couple more weeks of work, diligent work, and then hitting the road again back up to Georgia for Savannah. We'll be there for Christmas. And then from there, we're going out to California, where we're super excited. We're going to be going out to Disneyland. And we're also going to be spending New Year's Day in Pasadena, and we're going to see the Rose Parade, which is something that Juan Carlos has always wanted to do. He grew up watching that, even in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And suggested that that would be something we could do for the New Year. So we're doing that, plus Disneyland. He's never been to Disneyland, and I have not been to Disneyland since the mid-90s. And I haven't been there since the California Adventure Park opened. So
Hi, Matt
hey, Matt and Eric. Hi, guys. Welcome to the channel. We're having a little chat tonight about how the challenge is of an uphill climb to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. So let's see. Oh, they asked, how long are we going to be in Savannah? We're going to be in Savannah. We're going up there tomorrow. We get there late tomorrow night, and then we're going to head back to Fort Lauderdale on Sunday. So we're up there for a week for Thanksgiving. Are you guys in that area? I know you're north of Atlanta. What have we got going on? I'll keep talking. You tell me what. Just interrupt me.
So Michael said, do some challenge videos.
Okay.
Well, we done like the 50-minute challenge. That's one.
Yeah, we've done two 15-minute challenge videos, and that's something that we created. Just to recap it, it's real simple. Go out 15 minutes from wherever you live, and we guarantee that you're going to find something beautiful to see, explore something new within your own community. Because we had a lot of people saying, "Oh, we don't get the opportunity to travel as much as we do." And we are blessed that we get to travel and that we get to live in two places that are exotic, I guess, to people. But we also recognize that no matter where you are in the world, there is beauty. And also to go with our mantra of happiness is a lifestyle, you can find happiness and beauty like within minutes of your own home. So yeah, go out and do that. But we will take that. That's good advice. Some more challenge videos.
Do you know where I find beauty every day?
Where?
In the mirror.
Juan Carlos. That's sweet.
Let's see what else.
We find beauty in each other.
Wow, wait.
I can't
keep
Juan Carlos is like, I can't keep up with the questions.
Michael said, yeah, Matt and Eric are here. Yes.
And Matt and Eric, by the way, let me give a shout out to Matt and Eric because they've been very gracious to us in our journey as YouTubers. They have an amazing channel, and the two of them have an amazing family, and really, really do some great content. So if you haven't had a chance to check out Matt and Eric, highly encourage you go over and check out their channel, and really, really, they do some cool stuff, and we really appreciate them. We're hoping we're all going to connect and maybe do a collab together because I know you guys are planning on coming to South Florida at the end of the year. I hope we don't miss each other because we are going to be in California for New Year's, that's sort of a new plan that came up recently. But we are here in South Florida for several months, pretty much, except for local travels. Yeah.
Apparently, there was Brian is talking about that he was scared. Last time he said that he was scared of earthquakes, and apparently there was one.
Oh no!
A big one in Samara, so he had to run away.
I'm sorry, Brian.
And then there's some conversation back and forth between
them. Yeah, earthquakes are scary. I experienced my first. I had felt one many years ago in California, but I had never felt like a strong one until one day we were sitting at our house in Costa Rica, and earthquake hit. It was very small, but it was enough to make me a little nervous for sure. Yeah, earthquakes are scary for sure. How is the feed, by the way? You guys can hear us okay, see us okay?
They will be in Miami for New Year's. Oh,
okay.
Martinelli. But
how long are you guys going to be in South Florida? Do you know your dates of travel yet? If you don't want to post that here publicly, we can kind of reach out on another chat if you want to send us an Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, something that's Rick said that he will keep sharing our content, and we know that he's very.
Ricky, you have been a huge loyal follower of ours, and I think actually you came to us via Matt and Eric because I know you're a follower of them as well. So we really appreciate you, Ricky, and commenting on all of our videos and giving us feedback. It's really there's a few of you out there that really regularly reach out to us, and we love that. Absolutely love
Michael
hearing.
said that we're streaming crystal clear.
Good. I'm glad to hear that because you never know on it when you're on a laptop and all of that. We were telling everybody, by the way, Matt and Eric, about how when we get to 1,000 subscribers, that much like you guys do, you're a little more mobile in your ability to do a live stream, and that we'll be able to do it via our mobile devices versus what we're doing right now, where we had to do it on a computer, and we had to set up a secondary streaming software in order to do it. It's not easy.
Yeah, we'll be able to just grab the phone and wherever we are, just boom.
Yeah.
Hey, hello everyone.
Which would be here, nice.
Whatever.
Exactly.
But for now, we have to do it like this.
Yeah.
Which we like, but
yeah, no, we enjoy it. We enjoy doing these little. We've only done a few live streams.
3 or 4.
I think this is our 4th one. Yeah. So So real quick to recap, as I said, we've got a couple new videos coming out as we talked about the uh, recently at Chica Restaurant, and then the Hard Rock, the new hotel and casino, um, and our experience there over the last couple days. And then we're going up to Savannah, Georgia, which, if you've never been to Savannah, Georgia, by the way, it is one of the most beautiful, beautiful cities to visit in the country. And I'm
Yes.
lucky. My family's been living in the Savannah area since the 1980s. So even though I've personally never lived there myself because I was already off at college when they moved, I pretty much feel like a little bit of a Savannian because I spend so much time there. And we love going there. So we'll be there
Yeah,
for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I went there first time 2015, so was 4 years ago, actually for Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and that time was when I met his family.
Hmm.
I fell in love with the city because it's beautiful, and I fell in love with his family. They all have been just nice and lovely with me. I love them,
Hmm.
and yeah, so it's like the perfect place for us, people that we love in a city that we love.
Absolutely. So it's awesome there. Let's see what are they saying, you guys? Da, da, da. Guess you already know, but new rules. We guess you guys already know, but new rules December 10th. Yes, our channel is already set to adults only. There's all kinds of new stuff happening. YouTube had a settlement agreement with the FTC recently, and it has a lot to do with content directed towards children. Um, Obviously, we are not a children's channel, so we just went ahead and changed the settings. So our channel is 100% um,
Which
adult
is, yeah,
related,
which
which
is
I guess
weird because it's not like we do anything that the children could not see. I mean, we're sharing places like Disney, and
right.
it's
Yeah, it makes me nervous because I know because we are such huge fans of Disney, and we've done a lot of videos, and we do go to Disney, and we'll continue to do those types of videos. I feel bad for some of the YouTubers out there that that's really the focus of their content, because it's a big question. Like, is there, even though they're adults going to Disney and sharing their experience, because it's Disney and because of the Disney characters, the big question is their channel directed at children or not? And I think there's a lot of gray area with this new rule in YouTube, which is going to make it difficult for a lot of YouTubers. Luckily, I don't think for us it's not. I'm not that concerned about it, but anyway. Oh, they remind Matt and Eric say it reminds us of them all snuggled up. You guys are usually sitting in your hot tub, though. We're not doing that. Maybe we'll do it. We could do that because we do have a hot tub here as well and a pool. But I don't want to drag my laptop outside and try to do that. So
maybe one day with the phone, and we can challenge you to do the same at the same time.
yeah. Yes, we like cuddling. Actually, cuddling is our favorite thing to do. Like we're sitting on our big couch right now, and if we weren't chatting with you, I guarantee what would be we'd be watching something either on Netflix or something that we recorded, and his head would be right here on my pancita. He likes to rest his head on my belly, so, and then we just cuddle on the couch and watch TV, and we're very nerdy that way.
That actually, this kind of replies a question that Michael threw at us. He asks, it's difficult to keep up. No, 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 no. Michael. What's an interesting fact about both of you that we may not know?
An
And that's
interesting
exactly,
fact.
yeah, that's
Okay.
exact one that we like to.
Oh yeah, that's a fact, Michael. Is that yeah? We like to cuddle on the couch, and he likes to put his head on my belly, and we have our like little routine.
Watch something on Netflix or Disney Plus now,
Yeah.
or just something on TV, whatever.
And maybe here's a little interesting fact that maybe some of you watching might know, but some of you may not know. We talk a lot about Disney.
Michael says that bellies are sexy.
Bellies are sexy. Oh. Um, in my previous life, I always say my previous life, not that there is a previous life, but I actually used to work for Disney, and I started working for Disney in 1989 as an entertainer. So I actually used to perform at Walt Disney World, and specifically, I performed in the Magic Kingdom, and I used to do live shows in front of the big castle, Cinderella's castle, and performed in the parades and did lots and lots of shows and all kinds of stuff. And then I went into entertainment production with Disney and ended up working there for many, many years. So there's a little thing that you might not have known.
This is something fun that Rick is saying that says your voices must be like
Metamucil for my
Metamucil
dog.
for my dog. Every time she hears your voices,
What?
out she must go.
She must go. She's got to go. Yeah, the last time I think, yeah, you had said you had to run. You were on one of our chats and you had to take her out for a walk. Go ahead, Ricky. We'll probably still be here. Take her out for a quick go.
Go potty.
Go potty and then come back and we'll be here. Um, multiple past lives. So when you say a previous life, yeah, you know what? You might be
I do
right,
too.
Michael. I believe in past lives. I don't know how much I believe in it, but I feel like I've lived many. So must
I
be.
actually I actually believe in not in past life, but in multiple lives at the same time, all the time,
Oh yeah,
from the
parallel
beginning to the
universes.
end.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why don't you? Here's a little known fact about Juan Carlos Juan Carlos is a math nerd. He likes to
All right.
do math puzzles for fun, don't you? Yeah, I think that's interesting about you, though.
Yeah,
I don't find math that fascinating, but
I do.
he loves it. And specifically, why don't you tell them what is the spiral? I forgot the name of it.
The golden
The golden rule, the golden radiant.
radio, radio.
Yes. Does any of you watching us know what the golden radial is?
Phi,
And if you
the
do,
phi number.
you and Juan Carlos will get along fantastically. But a lot of it has to do with my world too, as a photographer, and maybe that's another thing you guys don't know. I'm a professional photographer by trade, and that golden radial plays a huge part in the rule of thirds in photography and how you frame an image and all of that kind of stuff. I'm not as technically versed as you are, but yeah,
Most of those things I learn or study just for fun, not because I have to.
yeah, because you enjoy it.
Yeah, just
Absolutely. If we have time for it, you could drive to Savannah next week. Wow, Matt and Eric, that would be amazing. The only thing that we don't have anything like Saturday evening planned, but Saturday afternoon we have a lunch. We're meeting with a person, a friend of ours, that lives up there that we have planned. But besides that, we're just up there with family, and if you guys drove over, we would definitely make time to come and hang out. How fun would that be? Bring Sissy and we can all like go tromping around Savannah, maybe do a trolley ride, and all of us kind of do a collaborative video together. That would be a blast. And it's supposed to be really nice weather, like at the end of the week. It's not going to be too cold. I was seeing that it was going to be like in the upper 60s, low 70s, which is like perfect weather.
and by the way, you haven't watched ¿cómo se llama? Lady and Trump in Disney Plus. You should. It's lovely, and it's filmed in Savannah,
That is true. Yeah, we just watched Lady and the Tramp on
and
Disney Plus,
we
and
could recognize a lot of places.
yeah,
It's beautiful.
the whole film was filmed in Savannah. And my mom actually, uh, my mother is a caregiver for a lady who lives in the historic district in Savannah, and her home was actually featured in the film, and Disney like transformed their entire street into like a winter wonderland, and with all the antique cars, and they actually redid the front porch of her home for the film, which is kind of cool because there's a couple shots in the movie where we're able to see the street, and it was exciting to kind of see that. It was fun for my mother while they were filming it as well.
We have someone else type commenting this doll inspired.
Yes, darlings, pearls, welcome. We've
It
we.
says that I was in a parade
Oh, you
when I
were at
was in high
Disneyland when you were in
school.
high school.
Nice.
Very cool. When I worked at Disney World, one of the things that I loved when in the parades was that we would always, for a pre-parade, we would always have high school marching bands from all over the world actually would come and march, and they were always so excited to be performing at Walt Disney World, and it was a big honor for them as part of the program at Disney is called Magic Music Days. So when the students get a chance to go perform at Disney, not only do they perform there, but they get a little vacation, but they also get some education, music education as part of the music program.
Musication.
Musication. There's a new word. So, what does Tom say?
Hey,
I love you guys so much. Oh,
you're awesome.
Tom, you're
We
awesome.
love you, Tom.
We love you, Tom. Very, very much.
And Michael says that if you ever
In the DC
come
area,
if you ever in the DC area, Gio, maybe you take my
headshots. It's funny, Michael. That's when I first started doing photography. Way back in the day. That was the first thing that I photographed, and I used to photograph
Heads.
yeah, heads. No, I mean I learned how to do headshots like back in the '80s, because back then I was an aspiring actor myself and as a performer. We're about to eat some pumpkin spice loaf from Starbucks. So yeah, I used to shoot lots and lots of headshots, and I still do on occasion. So yes, if I get up to DC, we'll have to collaborate, and we do want to go up there. Actually, my goal is to get up there during the cherry blossoms. They're so yummy. We wanted the gingerbread from Starbucks, but they were sold out, so we
I
got.
wait all year long for the gingerbread.
He
and
talks
it's-
about that bread all year,
and it's so difficult to find still.
but oh well. So anyway, what questions? Ask us some more questions. We love Q&A. That's kind of fun. A lot of film studios. Yeah, I noticed that, Michael, that there was some controversy in Georgia with regard to politics and the film industry, um, and that's a shame because the film industry in Georgia, especially in Savannah, there's so much happening in Savannah with the television and film industry, and Savannah having the Savannah College of Art and Design, which is an amazing, amazing college. Hopefully, they'll get a lot of that rectified. I don't know. We try not to. Oh, he's got a scratch on his back or an itch. I'll scratch it. Did I get it?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it's a shame that it's just with everything. It's a shame. I don't want to go into too much politics. There's two things that I choose to not really go into much on publicly about, and that's politics and religion. We'll allow everybody to have their personal opinions on that, but we respect everybody's opinion and respect everybody's right to have that opinion. It's just a shame when it starts affecting people's livelihoods. So I'll say that. Wow, the earthquake was a 5.0
Yeah.
in Costa Rica. That's pretty big for Costa Rica.
Yeah, we'll have to call my mother.
Yeah,
See
we're gonna
what
have
she
to
did.
check on his
Well,
mom.
that's very far from where my parents live, but still,
They
might
probably felt it.
maybe.
Maybe. I
He
feel
said-
like we would have heard from your mom by now because
Oh.
his mother gets so scared during an earthquake.
Oh look, Eric was an underwear model in the late '80s.
I know. You mentioned that in one of your live chats, Eric, and we'll have to. You need to post a picture. We want to see that.
How interesting. And then,
Can't handle the cuteness. Oh, thank you. um, yeah, I think our lives are a little parallel with each other, maybe, Eric, because in the '80s, I did quite a bit of modeling back in the '80s, and I used to, well, even in the '70s and '80s, in my preteen years and then teenage years, I appeared in a lot of television commercials and print advertising and all of that kind of stuff. I never did underwear, but I did do swimwear once.
Look, Matt loves math. He will have an accounting degree in January. As unknown fact, I'm also an accountant.
Juan Carlos is also an accountant. That's not what he does currently for work, but
No.
he has a degree in it. And that. How long were you an accountant in Costa Rica?
I studied that for 3 years, and then I took the test to become what we call in Costa Rica contador privado. I passed the test, so I was that, and I worked on that for like 3 years and a half or four.
Hmm.
And during that time, I was in college, university, studying what I'm doing right now. So I left that work and moved to something different. But yeah, I also had that degree.
Awesome. Very cool. Thanks for sharing. I think there was something that just came through. There it is. There was actually a live stream after Sissy's birthday party where they cuddled through the whole thing. Oh, yeah, you guys cuddle a lot. So that's what happens, everybody, when you're in love. We actually had somebody commented in one of our was our last. We were. I'm trying to remember. It was our,
Brian asked why we don't kiss or
oh yeah, yeah, Brian, you had asked about that too. If you're still watching from Costa Rica,
yeah.
why we hadn't really shown much public affection in our videos, or um, although we do all the time, we just really never thought
Yeah,
about
for
it.
me, I don't feel like I have to do it just because we're in camera. I do it when I feel like
Yeah,
doing it.
I agree. So yeah, some things we keep to ourselves, but yeah, when we're together like this, it's hard to keep my hands off him. So yeah, we're coming up. It'll be 5 years that we're together coming up soon, February. Um, so that's a great milestone. Um, what are there any other besides doing challenge videos? Any other type of content you would like us to create, or any suggestions? We're open because we're trying to grow the channel as we said, and that uphill climb, so to speak, of trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers seems like such a daunting task, and we're hoping that we get there so that we can do more things like like we talked about the live streaming um, from different locations, and of course the monetization will help a little bit. We recognize that at 1,000, even at 1,000, or even at 10,000 subscribers, um, you don't make a lot of money, but a little bit of residual income from the channel would be nice. Can't hurt, right?
Yeah, I mean, which is fun. What is fun is that seems so difficult to get to 1,000.
Yeah, we watched several other YouTube videos where they talk about how to grow your channel, and all of those things we've taken it into a lot of account about um, the thumbnail, for example, and what we create, and what the title of the video is, and
The
what the
keywords,
keywords are, and the content, and
hashtags.
yeah, all of those things. There's a lot of work that goes into it that a lot of people don't know about. Matt and Eric, you guys can attest. It's not just throw up a video and be done with it. You've got to really put a lot of
Welcome back,
stuff into
Ricky.
it. And then Matt and Eric's daughter Crystal did some childhood modeling. Didn't Crystal? You guys, I know I think she started her own channel. I know you promoted it. I know at one point I saw one of her videos. She's beautiful. So how's her channel doing? Hopefully she's growing.
Michael, no, I'm not sad. I'm happy. Why did you say that?
Are you sad, JC? Oh, maybe you're a little tired. We had a lot going on this weekend with his sister and her boyfriend being here, and then us being at the Hard Rock over the weekend. And we checked out of there this morning early so that we could take his sister and brother-in-law, or sister and her boyfriend, to breakfast because they were flying back to Costa Rica today. So, yeah, people sometimes mistake Juan Carlos's quietness for being sad or being
Or being too serious.
too serious
Or being a queen.
um, definitely, if you've noticed, and we've had that feedback on our videos too. I definitely do a lot more talking,
A lot.
and partly because I'm a little more comfortable. I've been talking in front of cameras for so much of my life. It's not weird to me. But for Juan Carlos, I recognize, and plus you got to remember, everybody, English is Juan Carlos's second language. So although he speaks fluent English, a lot of times what's going on in his head is translating it from one language into another language and comprehending, and so sometimes that gets lost in translation, so to speak. I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's more difficult when I'm surrounded by, let's say, family or friends from Costa Rica, and they're always speaking to me in Spanish, and suddenly he comes up and speak to me in English. So I have to, like, my mind had to switch from one to the other like really fast, and it's like, okay, I'm speaking in this language with them, and then I immediately have to speak in this other language with him, and then try and translate to them. It's
Yeah, it's
it's a
hard.
little challenging, but yeah. So yeah, it's not that I'm sad or too serious or whatever. Just that's the way I am.
Hmm. Absolutely. What did Ricky? Ricky says, do a food challenge. A food challenge reaction to a Casey Musgrove song. That's very
Yes, yes.
specific. Casey Musgraves, sorry, is I'm familiar with the name. I think it's, yeah, hot sauce ghost pepper. Are you crazy, Ricky? I am never gonna put a ghost pepper in my mouth. I can barely do Tabasco sauce. I am such a wimp when it comes to spicy food. As a matter of fact, he'll tell you we went with his sister the other night to a restaurant here in Fort Lauderdale area, and they there was a Mexican style restaurant, and they had tacos on the menu, and one of them was, it said spicy chicken and spicy something or other, and I asked the waitress, and she's like, "Oh yeah," she goes, "Well, that one will make you cry," and I was like, "Well, I definitely won't eat that," and then I ordered one of the beef tacos. It was like a shredded beef, and asked them to put the sauce on the side because I didn't want to cry. Well, guess what?
He did.
I took the first bite of that expecting that the sauce was going to be on the side, and it wasn't. And my mouth was on fire. I had tears coming out of my eyes. The flavor was fantastic. I just don't do well with really spicy food. But we could do like one of those. You know what I've been thinking of doing is one of those. I've seen those food challenges where like you get interesting snacks from another country that we've got, like, I don't know, a bunch of Japanese candy or stuff from wherever, somewhere, Australia or something, and we try
Yeah.
those different foods.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, good suggestion, Ricky, to do something like that. However, I'm just going to stay away from spicy because that would just be crazy for
I do
me.
with spicy.
Yeah, you could do
I
it.
can I
I
can
would love to see you eat a ghost pepper. Have you ever had one of those?
no.
What about you've had habanero?
Yeah.
Do you like habanero?
Mm, yeah.
It's okay.
It's not like I love it, but I can
Right.
have it. It's fine. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the reaction videos is like people really wants to see someone that they don't know.
Crying.
No, not crying, but trying whatever food or whatever thing and see what's their reaction.
I know. Yeah, we've looked at stuff, and Juan Carlos is always like, people want to watch that. People, and I'm like, they will watch anything if it's
Right?
interesting to them.
Yeah, yeah. I will maybe we'll consider do something.
Somebody said
Yeah.
it's a little far away. I can't read it up close. Somebody said to
Hola.
do another
LG
food
says hola.
video. Hola, LG. Um, More cooking videos from Yesenia. Anything you'd like us to prepare, Ms. Garcia, Yesenia Garcia, from Latino to Gringo? Perhaps something that you think would be good. We do want to do one, by the way. We are going to do a cooking video. One of our favorite dishes that his mother makes in Costa Rica is called
Olla de carne.
olla de carne, which is a soup. It's a beef soup that's so delicious. So we're going to make that one day. And then his dad, if you watched our last video where we were at the cabin up in the mountains in Costa Rica, his father makes homemade
Tortillas de queso.
tortillas de queso, and he taught me on that day how to make tortillas de queso. So I promised his father that we would do a tortilla video, and that when his parents come here to the U.S. to visit us next time, that we would make them here. So we can do that for sure. Ricky says he loves foods that makes him cry. Well, good for you, Ricky. You're a better man than I am. I like food. I don't mind a little bit of spice. I just want to be able to enjoy it. And the thing that I don't like about some of those spicy things is it makes my lips feel like they're on fire and like they're like burning off my face, and I just don't find that enjoyable. And I learned that the hard way, like when I was in college, eating really, really, really hot chicken wings one time. We did that as a fraternity in college, challenging each other to eat the hottest, stupid. There was actually a hot sauce that somebody picked up down here in the Keys, and it was called Screaming Sphincter. So that'll give you a clue how hot that was. You know what that means? Screaming Sphincter?
See. I mean, this is the first time that I heard that, but I can't imagine.
Well, that was actually the name on the bottle.
Oh no.
So it's like, yeah, that's what's going to happen to you if you eat the sauce. It's crazy. So anyway, yeah, any other suggestions to help us grow our channel?
Matt and Eric have to go for now.
Bye.
Bye, Matt and Eric. We love you.
Hey, Matt and Eric, send us a message on our Instagram about Savannah. So if you guys are really seriously thinking about going over there this upcoming weekend, that would be awesome. We would love to connect with you.
We can do a
collaboration.
Yeah.
Yes, we would love it. Show you around Savannah. That'd be awesome. What else? Ricky says he would watch our challenges, but yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't like them as a rule, but you'd watch us. Well, that's very kind of you, Ricky. We'll have to figure out something to do food challenge wise. Somebody asked one time. Somebody sent me a message about doing that before, and they said we should eat one of those weird eggs that they have. I think from China or Japan. I'm not sure. Somewhere over in Asia, those eggs that are like rotting that still have a bird in, like a part of the bird inside them. And it's,
no.
No, I would never.
I don't want to go there. Michael says that, or you could do something less painful, like try to make each other laugh challenge. That's too easy for him.
I can make him laugh so easy. Somebody asked us that before, like, yep, and I did it to you on our last live chat.
Brian says, I think you should do like what you do throughout the day, also doing
going out, showing places,
and try to think about the best
title. Yeah,
try to see other couples, YouTube channels, and go and get
ideas. Yeah, that's a great idea. I appreciate that, Brian. And we have looked at, and I look at YouTube a lot more than Juan Carlos does as far as looking for ideas and other channels. And we like watching, like, for example, Matt and Eric. I enjoy their videos. I've really enjoyed watching, I just totally drew a blank on their name. There's another couple. They're an age gap couple that live out in Wyoming. Wyo Russ is the name of that channel. We've enjoyed watching several of their videos. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different YouTubers out there, especially in the gay community. There's not a ton of us online just doing lifestyle content, I guess. But yeah, maybe we'll do a life in the day. I've talked about that before, about just, filming from the minute we get up in the morning, and
then sort of that'll be me for 3 hours by myself.
That's true.
And then maybe he will, like, after 3 or 4 hours, show up.
Juan Carlos gets up very early in the morning for work, and I don't have to get up that early, so I don't. But we do get up together. Like this morning, I got up before you. Michael says his husband strokes his hand all the time, like we were just doing. Oh, that's very sweet.
Yeah.
I do this a lot with his hair because I'm jealous because he has so much beautiful hair, and as you can see, I'm a little follically challenged. But yeah, and Juan Carlos rubs my back a lot, and scratches my back because I love it, and my pancita, my belly, rub my belly. Um, but yeah, so again, we're super grateful to all of you that are here watching right now and engaging with us. Can't thank you enough. And also to all of you who are going to watch this
Later.
later, thank you very much, all of you subscribers. And again, if you're not subscribed, what's the matter with you? Do it. It's not that hard. Go ahead and hit that like button too. That really helps us out. Yeah,
Yeah.
all of those things. Um, what does that say? Do, 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 do. Jasenia says
A lot of
YouTuber
YouTubers do
haul
haul,
videos.
but depending on what you're getting it can probably get
Pricey.
pricey.
Yeah.
What's that?
A haul video is where you go, like for example, we've done a couple videos where we've gone to the character warehouse, the Disney character warehouse. And instead of us just going and sort of filming what's going on there, we would actually buy a whole bunch of stuff. That's called a haul. So they do, like, they go shopping, like, to wherever, maybe TJ Maxx or Ross or some big outlet or whatever, and they buy a whole bunch of stuff, and then they come back and they share with the viewers their haul, all of the stuff that they got.
Well, we could have done that with my sister.
I know.
during this week.
This past week, we've been at the mall so much with his sister because she's been doing a lot of Christmas shopping. Somebody just asked some questions.
And she also said that what countries are we planning to visit in the near future?
So, in the near future, our travel plans are as follows. Thanksgiving will be in Savannah, Georgia.
No, she's asking about countries.
I know, but we're not going to any countries right away, but we do have some more countries coming. So, Savannah, Georgia for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And then we're doing, as we said, California, the week of New Year's, Disneyland, and Pasadena. Next year, our plans of travels, obviously back and forth to Costa Rica and here in the United States. Outside of the U.S., we do have plans in the near future, not so distant future, I should say, that we're going to go to Great Britain, Ireland, and Scotland. We're going to be doing some exploring in those countries. We definitely have plans in the future of wanting to go to Iceland. We want to go to other European countries like Italy and Spain. There are places that we have both been but separate that we want to go together. Where else? We have talked about all.
Australia.
Oh yeah, Australia. We definitely want to do a trip down under.
Yeah, but most of our trip we don't plan that um,
Far.
far.
Yeah.
Like sometimes 1 month we're here and next month we are somewhere else and we didn't know the month before.
Yeah.
It's something that shows up, and if we have the chance, we have the time, and we have the means, then we do it.
Yeah. Exactly. And one of the nice things are we're both blessed with our jobs that allow us the freedom of travel. So we're lucky in that sense. So, and one of the best pieces of advice, and part of the reason we travel so much, and I'll share with you all a little known fact. My grandfather, who God rest his soul, was just a brilliant man. He worked his entire life from boyhood almost up to his death. And he was a farmer and a very humble man and a very simple man, but he owned a very large farm up in upstate New York with his brother, and they worked pretty much themselves to death. And I say that lightheartedly and not so lightheartedly. And as my grandfather got up in years, he was very successful as a farmer and had and had accumulated a nice amount of wealth in the sense that he could pretty much afford to do what he wanted, but he continued to lead a very simple life, he and my grandmother. And by the time he got to the point in his life where the fruits of his labor, so to speak, where they could be able to retire and go and explore and go travel the world. Unfortunately, both of their health had deteriorated, and it was very difficult for my grandmother. She couldn't travel. They had other relatives that lived nearby that had ailing health that they had to take care of. And my grandfather sat me down when I was in my 30s and had a very serious conversation with me about traveling, and because he knew that I had that lust for exploration, and that I had already traveled like to Europe and places he had wanted to go but hadn't been. And he basically told me, he said, "Look, take me as an example. Don't find yourself in the situation I am later in life, having worked so hard with all of the plans to do it in the future, and then getting to the future and not being able to do it." And that for me was the best piece of advice he could have given me. And from that moment forward, I really took his words to heart, in the sense that if I have a moment or an opportunity to go and see part of this world that I've never seen, or experience a culture that I've never experienced, or learn something new, I'm going to do it. And because I learned from him that you could save all of your money and at some point in the future not be able to utilize it and do what you wanted to do with it. So why not do it while you can? I guess, anyway, I share that with you because that's part of the reason we love to travel.
Someone asked something about Texas or Houston.
Somebody asked about Texas.
Texas or Houston, yeah. Sorry if we cannot keep up with the messages, but there's a lot. So, here, I see it.
You see it?
Do you come to Houston, Texas? LG is asking. We don't have any plans right now.
No, but we'd love to go. I've been to Houston before. Have you been? No, you've
I only been to the airport.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time since I was in Houston. It's a beautiful place. The one place in Texas that I do travel, or haven't lately, but I did a lot of traveling to, was Austin, Texas, which I love. That city is amazing. But yeah, maybe in the future we'll get a chance to go to Houston. Is there anything, LG, that you feel that we should see while we're in Houston? Any suggestions? Yeah, definitely let us know, because it's not that far from us.
And Ricky says that JC do a yoga video.
We've talked about that because yoga is such a huge part of JC's life. I'm not a yoga guy. I've tried it a couple times. Unfortunately, it's not my thing. But he loves yoga, and he's really good at it. So we've talked about sharing
Yeah,
you doing some yoga.
maybe we can do a short video.
And of course, I'm a little partial. He's very sexy when he does it.
Okay.
You're welcome, Christopher.
And that was beautiful. Thanks for sharing that
Yeah.
story. And
You're very welcome. Yeah.
Christopher John Spencer. Wow.
Yeah, I like your name, by the way. Christopher John Spencer. It sounds very distinguished.
Sounds like the character of a movie.
Yes.
Then,
And welcome, by the way, Christopher. I don't think you've chatted with us before, so welcome to our chat. Welcome to the channel.
Then Dolly says that I'm from California. I'm like 30-40 minutes depending on traffic from Disneyland. I work in the Pasadena area too.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Do you go to Disneyland a lot? Do you have like an annual pass? We're annual pass holders here in Florida because we like to go to Orlando quite frequently. But yeah, we're going to be staying, when we're out there, we're staying right across the street from Disneyland. And we'll be going to Disneyland several times. And then we're going to take a couple days and kind of explore Los Angeles, West Hollywood. We're going to do the tourist thing because Juan Carlos has never been to that area. So we'll do, Santa Monica Boulevard and the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the Hollywood sign. I don't know if we're going to be as cheesy as getting on one of those buses to drive around and look at celebrity homes.
No, I don't. I'm not doing that.
That doesn't really interest him.
No, I don't care. Yeah, great. You have a great house and you live there. So what?
Exactly. But yeah, we'll
If you are going to invite me to have some coffee inside your house, then Yes, fine. I'll go, but otherwise, no.
Michael wants to know if we are political. Michael, great question. And here is our stance on that. Are we political? We have our political views. We choose to keep those to ourselves. That's something we're not going to share and be very open about. We chose to keep our political opinions and our religious opinions to ourselves, and we respect all political beliefs and all religious beliefs, and we have the utmost respect for everybody to have those. But we're not gonna get into politics or religion on our channel. We just don't think it's useful.
Yeah, no. Plus, I mean, we're from different countries,
Right.
so my point of view can be different
Right.
than his because, again, I'm from a different country. We have different views, different situations.
Right.
But I think we're very similar in our point of views.
Mhm.
But yeah, we keep that out of the channel. It's not something that we are interested in sharing or making part of our our conversations. So
Yeah. But the most important thing is to realize that we respect everybody's opinions.
don't be
and thoughts.
sorry, Michael.
Oh
It's-
yeah,
it's-
yeah. Don't be sorry
it's a
about
good
it.
question. I mean, it's just a question. It's not that we are.
No need to
offended
apologize.
Or
That's
anything. It's-
It's an awesome question.
yeah,
But
yeah.
we've been asked that before a lot too, and we've been asked if we could do a video about what our political thoughts are or all of that. And actually, we say we're not very as far as sharing a lot of religion. We will share with you that we were both raised Catholic. We have a huge respect for the religion, and we have a huge amount of our own faith that we keep personal. But we have shared on the channel. Like, for example, in Costa Rica, there's the Basilica de los Angeles, which is a beautiful, beautiful Catholic basilica in the hometown that Juan Carlos is from. And they do an annual pilgrimage, and we actually filmed that. So from that perspective, you'll see some of that type of content, but again, not really getting into like a lot of personal feelings or opinions about it, just kind of sharing it.
And yeah, we won't be like attacking one side and being partial to the other side.
Absolutely not. Yeah,
It's
that's not what
not-
we're about.
No
Not at all. We respect everybody's
opinions.
opinions and thoughts and respect that. So, I love, by the way, just saying your name, darling. Are we saying it correctly, by the way? Just say, darling Pearl.
Darling Pearl.
I just like saying it. Michael was also raised Catholic. Awesome. Very cool. It's a beautiful, beautiful traditional religion. Ricky says he needs to do yoga. I need to yoga.
Then yoga.
Go for it. Go do it.
Just look, it's pretty easy. Just go to any yoga YouTube channel. Videos are free and start with the basics.
Yeah.
You don't need to be the pretzel man day one. You can just go slowly and
Yeah.
it's your own journey.
Exactly.
So
And yes, we're saying her name right. I'm sorry, and I'm saying her. I don't know. Darling, are you male, female, or other?
what are your pronouns?
Yes. What pronoun do you prefer? Because we respect that as well. So cool to see lots of couples here. Yeah, isn't it? I love that, Brian. I love that there's other couples watching the channel. And Brian, by the way, we mentioned before there was a couple on earlier that we really enjoy, Matt and Eric. So go over and check out their channel. They're a really pretty awesome couple.
Mhm.
And yeah, they've got some cool content. We like those guys. So where are we at? We're about 9:24. We've been on for a little over an hour, everybody, and we're going to get ready to call it a night here shortly. But we really, once again, appreciate everybody watching. Michael says, "How old were you?" Michael, I came out of the closet a long time ago. As you all know, I'm 52 currently. I came out of the closet when I was 18 to my mother. I waited a little bit longer to come out to my father. And for me, it was really a non-eventful I made more of a big deal out of it than they did. But for my coming out time, it was a lot more difficult during the 80s. And for me, it was a really scary time to come out of the closet because you might recall, for me, right around that time, 1984, 85 was at the height of the AIDS crisis in the United States. And there was a lot of fear and a lot of, definitely a lot of challenges for the gay community.
Stigma.
And there was a lot of stigma associated with it. So when I came out of the closet, people would say I was brave for doing it. I just had to do it because that's who I was. And then, and also, I guess going along with the political question, for many years I was very actively involved in the gay rights movement. And I was actively participating in many of the groups that helped raise money for AIDS research. And I went to the original March on Washington with a million other gay people from around the world. So, from that perspective, yeah, I've been very active my entire adult life as an out gay man. Juan Carlos, you can share a little bit about your.
I did it not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darlene says that he's male, but I'll take female, so we can refer as he or her or she too.
Okay,
So
very cool.
yeah.
Very, very cool. And then Ricky says, taking politics will get me to unfollow quickly. Yep. Matt and Eric get asked at least once during a live stream about politics. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys respect that about us, that we really just choose to kind of keep political opinions and, you know, there's enough of that. You can turn on your television and
Yes.
see all kinds of talking heads.
Especially in this in these countries, like it's like the daily thing happening on TV.
Yeah. It's crazy, crazy, crazy.
Sometimes it's just exhausting.
And by the way, darling Pearl, sometimes Juan Carlos and I refer to each other as girl, you crazy. Or or I'll be like, what's she talking about? So we have our moments. And we love to joke, especially with our close friends too. We have a really nice core group of friends that we hang out with, and we have a lot of little, sayings that we love to say with each other. So it's kind of fun. So yeah, we can gay it up, I guess you could say.
Snap.
Oh, Matt and Eric, we were
Back
just
again.
talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. I was encouraging everybody to go check out your channel.
Couple versus couple.
We should do couple versus couple couples challenge. What is that? It sounds fun. What is a couple versus couple couples challenge? I like saying that fast. Michael wants to know, do we cuddle when we fall asleep? As a matter of fact, yes. And Juan Carlos typically falls asleep very much like he is right now with his head on my chest, right?
Yes.
And then after about a few minutes of him being asleep, I'll kind of nudge, and then we get into our comfy position, and there we go.
But if I feel like it's starting to get too warm, too hot under the blankets, then I move to my own spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it really, really cold at night to sleep.
Like cold.
Like I like it cold, and I like a big heavy blanket. And he's used to, in Costa Rica, where we don't have air conditioning and we don't have heat, we've just got the mountain air. So he's used to that and having a little bit of a lighter blanket. So like here in Florida, I have a really heavy blanket that drives him crazy.
Because it's so heavy.
In Costa Rica, we have a lighter blanket. Sorry about typing. The new YouTube update has some issues.
It's
Oh,
fine.
interesting. I don't know what that is.
Welcome back, Max.
Yes, Matt and Eric, welcome back. Hey, so Matt and Eric, come on, keeping us in suspense. What is this couple versus couples challenge you speak of? What would that entail? I kind of like it.
Do I have to beat someone?
Or is it like a Q&A, like the dating game? Remember that, or the newlywed game, where they ask those silly questions? Like,
No sé qué es eso.
huh? Are you not familiar with that? Did they have?
No.
Let me tell you what the show was about. Maybe there was something similar, where they would take. Well, you've seen it on the cruise ship too, but where they would take couples who are like newlywed, like new couples, and maybe couples that have been together for a very long time, and then ask them questions that only like the other person would know. Be like,
Mm.
what, and you would be out of the room, and they would say, "What is Juan Carlos's favorite food?" Or what does Juan Carlos like to sleep in? Boxers, briefs, or nude? Those kinds of things. And then I would write an answer down, and then you would leave the room, or you would be out of the room, and then you come back in and you answer the question. And if you get the same, if I answered it right, then we win points.
Good night, darling.
Good night,
Thank,
darling.
thank you for stopping by.
It was very nice chatting with you, and please come back again.
And remember, share our videos.
Yes, please do. Share the videos. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We only need 102 more as of the beginning of this video. Maybe we picked up some more subscribers. Not sure.
Tal vez.
Exactamente. Yay, Ricky says. So, yeah. Did they have any shows like that on TV in Costa Rica? When
No
you were
sé.
growing up? You
Creo que
don't
no.
know?
Yes.
Yes! 1,000 subs. Matt and Eric, I know you guys came back and then you disappeared. You two must be in the hot tub. Getting busy or something. So, anybody watching anything interesting on TV, by the way, that you can recommend? I mean, we just got Disney Plus, so we're going to have tons of
Martin
programming.
nerds are here.
Oh, wait.
Couple versus couples.
Collab.
Collab.
Oh, okay. Challenges in general. Challenging each other. Different couple-oriented challenges. I get it. So maybe we could like challenge you guys to like make like maybe a food thing where we're like, hey, you guys have to, here's our dish, and we give you the recipe and you have to make it, and then you guys could do the same.
What if we do something like nailed it, and we challenge them to do a cake in just 30 minutes, and it's got to be this beautiful cake.
Have you guys seen that show, by the way? Nailed It. If you haven't, you must watch it. It's on the Food Network. So funny.
It's
Watch-
on Netflix.
It's also on Netflix, yeah.
I don't know if it's in the Food Network.
Oh, it's not on Food Network?
I
Sorry.
don't know. I watch it on Netflix only.
Yeah. Netflix. Michael says, what's your favorite way to annoy the other?
Okay.
Favorite, like, what's the... We don't really try to annoy each other, though. Like to pick on me or get like, yeah, Michael, we don't try to annoy each other, so maybe
That just comes out natural.
sometimes we do that naturally. I know one thing for Juan Carlos that I don't try to do, but like one of the things that annoys you sometimes, like, again, as you know, watching the channel, I like to talk. So sometimes when I'm talking or telling a story, I'll go in 10 different directions. So that drives him crazy because I'll start talking about one thing and then go somewhere else.
And I have to be like, so let's come back to the original topic. um, mm,
Matt and Eric was sharing this
Yeah,
on their
no.
community tab. Oh, thanks, Matt and Eric. And by the way, that's another thing. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll be able to do that. We don't have the ability to have a community tab or to be able to put like an advance notice of a live stream, or there's now this ability to post messages on YouTube that we do not have access to yet because we have not reached 1,000 subscribers. And that'll be one of the things that we'll have the ability to do once we get there. And again, we're going to get there before the end of the year. That's our goal. Yeah, tease each other.
okay.
What's one thing you like to do to tease me?
Pedir cafecito.
Hmm?
Pedir cafecito.
Cafecito. What do you mean?
Give me cafecito.
That's true. Juan Carlos is addicted to coffee. So he'll look at me and be like, cafecito, cafecito, which is like a cute way of saying I want coffee. And then he rolls his eyes and he bats his eyes. And I'll be like, oh, okay, fine. And we'll either make coffee here or we'll go get, for example, I can't reach it. I think I have like two. There's a sip here. You want it?
I probably not.
It's cold now.
Uh,
Yeah, we started this an hour ago. It's a little chilly. But yeah, that was a good question, Michael. Sometimes we tease each other. He likes to pinch me sometimes.
Ah, see.
Like you're like pinching, pinching. I'm like, no, stop it. That kind of thing. Which is cute. What else? Personal butler, Matt and Eric preparing a special dinner for you guys. Yeah, that'd be nice, Brian. So Matt and Eric, you guys have to come down and cook for us, and then then we have to come up there to Georgia.
And yeah, your challenge is prepare a very good meal for us, and our challenge is eating it.
Yeah, exactly.
The crown.
That's very funny.
Turn up war.
Oh, by the way, yeah, we just got a pop up. If there's another travel couple that we've enjoyed watching, and they're not a gay couple, but they're a man and a woman, and they do these really fun videos. And it seems like we've been following them around because I discovered we went to Puerto Morelos in Mexico, and when I started looking for videos on Puerto Morelos, I discovered their channel. And then right after they were in Puerto Morelos, we went to Puerto Morelos, and then they went to Disney World, and then we went to Disney World. And they are currently, they were just in Las Vegas, and we're going to Las Vegas in a couple weeks. So it's very funny. We feel like we're following them around. But the name of their channel is Turn It Up World. And they do some really fun, cute videos. And so, yeah, if you get a chance, check their channel out too. Turn It Up World is the name of their channel. The Great Geo and JC Baking Show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome Matt and Eric to the Great Geo and JC Cooking Show.
Tonight we're going to bake popcorn
Popcorn.
in the microwave.
You're going to make popcorn in the microwave, and you have to then, from scratch, make caramel sauce to go over your popcorn, and then you have to make a popcorn ball with sprinkles.
Or you can just buy it in the supermarket already made and put it in the microwave for 5 minutes and eat it.
That would be so much fun. Yeah.
Or go to Cinepolis and get a box.
Yes, Sinopolis. There aren't many of those in the United States. There's some in the southern. Maybe over there in Houston, they might have Sinopolis. But that's the movie theater that we go to in Costa Rica, and they have mixed popcorn, which is so great. One half of the thing is regular buttered popcorn, and the other half is caramel popcorn, and it's so delicious. It's better than Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
You have Cracker Jacks in Costa Rica?
No sé qué es eso.
Cracker Jacks is it's a little box that has caramel popcorn in it with a toy. It's called Cracker Jacks. I feel like I saw it in the Walmart in Costa Rica.
No sé.
You probably didn't eat it.
Hi, Stephen Rowe.
Stephen Rowe. Hi, Stephen Rowe. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to our live chat and our goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And so if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We would appreciate it. We're just having a chat with everybody about various things. And Ricky says that he and I are much alike. Talks much and goes on it. Yeah, Ricky. Ooh, child, I could go on a tangent about...
Michael is asking about your background. So yes, you're right. He's Italian. His family.
Michael? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's short for Giovanni too.
Yes, Gio is short for Giovanni, which is my given family name. I'm actually second generation in the United States. My grandparents and great-grandparents immigrated from Italy on my father's side, and on my mother's side, everybody immigrated from Ireland, Scotland area. So I'm actually Italian and Irish, Scottish, but 100% Northern European is basically. I did the Ancestry DNA because I was curious, and it was fascinating to find out in reality, although I grew up more focused on the Italian heritage side of my family, biologically, I'm much more Irish and Scottish, according to my DNA results, which is fascinating to me. Um, and one of the reasons that Juan Carlos and I are planning a trip to go to Great Britain, Ireland, and Scotland next year to kind of retrace some of my family roots. Because I know everything about the Italian side of my family, but I don't know as much about the Irish side. And I'm fascinated to discover that. So, so that's where Gio comes from, Giovanni. What else came from Matt and Eric's channel? Oh, thank you. Welcome, Ice Knight. We really appreciate you guys joining us over here. Thank you, Matt and Eric, for recommending some people to come over and check us out.
Welcome.
It's greatly appreciated. Ice Knight 81.
Night, guys. Night, Brian.
Brian, you have a great night. Buenas noches in Costa Rica. Pura vida.
Pura vida.
And we'll talk to you soon. And yeah, so hopefully we'll get to that 1,000 subscriber mark here in the next few weeks, and we can have a even bigger celebration at the new year and bring you guys even more exciting and fun content starting in 2020. We definitely have a lot of plans for the future. Michael says his whole life he thought he was only Italian and Polish. He did the ancestry test and turned out he was also Irish and German. Yeah, it's fascinating. If you've never done the DNA test, I got that for Juan Carlos 3 years ago for Christmas as well. And you were very excited to find out that you have some Irish in you.
Yeah, I have some.
Very
Some
little.
Irish,
but a
some
little.
Italian, a lot of Spain,
Yep.
Portugal, Native American, African, which I was surprised.
Mhm.
I have pretty much everything except Asia.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're kind of a
A
geographical
mix.
a geographical mutt, as we would say, but which is kind of cool, and it makes sense based on the migration patterns of the Europeans and whatnot going into Central and South America back in the day. And then, yeah, my ancestry though is all literally 100%. My DNA comes from Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Italy, um, and as we all know, though that part of the world was changing a lot um, with regard to immigration and ethnicities and stuff in Northern Europe. But that's where I'm from. Explains why my skin is so pale. People used to always say to me, "Well, you're Italian, you're so pale and you're not very hairy." Now I know why. So what else we got on there?
Wait.
Sorry. I was trying to look over your head and I pushed his hair.
LG, I feel I'm there at your house right now. I'm from El Salvador and I am a cop here in Texas. Oh, wow.
Oh, bueno,
I'm
bueno.
glad I'm off tomorrow so I don't have to wake up early.
We're keeping you up late.
Good for
Sorry.
you.
LG, so how long have you been in the United States from El Salvador? That's interesting. And thank you very much for your service, by the way, as a police officer. Huge, huge respect for our police, military, and a big, huge soft spot in my heart goes out to firefighters. My grandfather was actually the chief of the fire department. So, what does that say? Hello. Oh, Ricky's saying hello to LG. Well, I'm glad you feel like you're at home with us because we are at our home. We're just chilling. And we've definitely we've been on here a lot longer than we expected to be, but I'm enjoying our chat tonight. So if you guys have more questions, continue to ask, and we'll stick around for at least another 15-20 minutes before we say goodnight, because we have a long drive tomorrow. We're driving to Savannah, Georgia. It's about a 7-hour drive from Fort Lauderdale to Savannah. And we're going to start our drive mid-afternoon because we both have to do some work before we leave. Gotta work. Gotta earn that money.
Gotta work it.
Gotta work it, work it, work it.
Work it out, girl.
Hey, Matt and Eric, if you guys are still there, I'm curious. Let me ask you, do you remember as your channel was growing, how long, it seems like you guys started your channel and you got over 1,000 subscribers much quicker than we have. How long did it take you guys to reach that 1,000 subscriber mark? And do you have any advice to give us? Just curious. They're saying hi. So he's been here since he was 16, 30 now. Can't go out to bars because of his
He's
job.
39 now.
Oh, 39, sorry. I was looking through the top of your hair. So yeah, you've been in the U.S. a long time. You can't go out to the bars because your job. Interesting. So I have friends of mine that are like I have a couple friends that are police officers here in Fort Lauderdale, and they go out to bars. Is that something that's specific to Houston that you're not allowed if you're a police officer to go
No,
to?
no, no. He said because of my job, I get up early and I work
Oh, I
weekends.
gotcha. Because you get up. I didn't read the
It's
whole thing.
because he doesn't have time, really.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not because he cannot.
You know, you don't have to go to bars to meet people. As a matter of fact, Juan Carlos and I didn't meet that way, and we rarely go out to bars. It's not our thing. We're not a big, we have a one bar that we go to on occasion with a group of friends here, but we're pretty much homebodies. If we're not traveling or going out to a nice restaurant with friends, that's what we like to do. Um, so
Yeah, sometimes we like to dance, so we go somewhere and dance for a couple hours, whatever. But not it's not very often.
yeah, when's the last time we did that? I'm trying to think.
Going to a bar and dance, it was for my birthday in February, but dancing somewhere was during uh,
The
the
cruise.
cruise in August.
Yeah, but that's not even going to a bar. That's just
No,
yeah, good. But again, yeah, that's very rare. Um, but yeah, we just enjoy core group of friends and going out and doing things like that or participating. There's a lot of other activities that happen. There might be if you're looking as far as trying to meet other people or other gay people. I recommend getting involved in athletic leagues too. Like I know Houston has like a gay softball league and gay bowling, or those types of things. Or you could reach out to the Gay and Lesbian Community Center in Houston and find a ton of group activities that maybe there's something that you enjoy doing, whether it's painting or sculpting or bike riding or any of that kind of stuff. There's groups that get together. It's a great way to meet people outside of the bars. Let's see. Matt and Eric started their channel January 31st. Wow, you guys hit it fast from January to April.
good night, Ricky.
Good night, Ricky. Thanks again for always being a loyal subscriber, fan, friend. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Pleasant dreams to you. So yeah, Matt and Eric, that's pretty quick. You guys have a lot of friends. But you guys have an awesome channel too, and I think your channel resonates obviously on a different level than our channel resonates, which is awesome. It's one of the things that I watched your channel before I introduced it to Juan Carlos. I think I watched like probably half a dozen of your videos, and then one night we were sitting here and I told Juan Carlos about you guys, and then you were on live and we watched you guys together live one night, and we enjoyed it.
Yeah,
So
we did.
we enjoyed getting to know you, and really have a huge amount of. I love that I love when you guys do your live feeds and you incorporate Sissy and just yeah. Anyway, I can't say enough good things. I really enjoy watching your guys and I appreciate you sharing. So thanks for the advice and thanks for recommending us, as you have done so graciously for the last several months since we've been watching you guys. So we're coming up on, wow, we've been on since 8:15, about an hour and a half, and
Hmm.
that's awesome. It's been a good time, but we appreciate all of you watching, and we wish nothing but the best. Hopefully, everybody's got big plans for the week for Thanksgiving. If you're here in the USA,
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving to
Gobble,
all
gobble.
of you. Gobble gobble gobble. Juan Carlos is super excited. What is your favorite dish that we're gonna have on Thursday?
Sweet potato casserole.
Hey, Matt and Eric, you guys have been to Savannah. Have you ever been to the Pirates House in Savannah? And if you haven't, you need to go there. But they have a recipe for their sweet potato casserole that my sister started making many, many moons ago. And ooh, I'm showing belly. Anyway, the sweet potato casserole is to die for. It's like dessert, and Juan Carlos loves it. And then we introduced actually 3 years ago at Thanksgiving at my sister's house. Um, we had talked about what could we do.
We are at 900 now.
Yay!
Yay!
We're at 900.
Yay!
Woo! 900.
Awesome.
100 more to
Just
go.
100 more.
I feel like we're doing a telethon. Subscribe! High five. Anyway, going back, 3 years ago, we introduced, there's a dish from Costa Rica that's called gallo pinto, which is, it's a rice and beans dish that's served pretty much daily in Costa Rica with breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can eat it. And we made it for my family at Thanksgiving time, and my brother-in-law fell in love with it. And so every year we make it, and then we asked again this year, hey, what can we do? And my brother-in-law, Steven, was screaming over the phone the other day that we better make gallo pinto. So
Shout out to Mr. Roberto Zuniga. Roberto Zuniga, yay!
yay, Roberto, you are our 900th subscriber.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you.
Winner, 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 winner. Shout out. Woohoo!
Whoop, whoop.
Can you tell we're excited? It is exciting. It's as we get close to that number. When we started our channel a little over a year ago, doing it together, we never thought that we would ever get to a milestone of 1,000 subscribers, because we really were just doing it to share a little bit of our life with family and friends. And now we're about to reach a milestone, and we're excited about it because we're excited about doing more interesting things with the channel. So it's exciting that Roberto is our 900th. Who's going to be our 1,000th, I wonder? Maybe we should do a contest or something.
He said he likes your videos from the cruise. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yay! Yesenia is very excited too.
Yay,
Let us
Jasenia.
It says subscribe-a-thon.
Subscribe-a-thon 2019. Subscribe to Geo and JC. Woohoo! And by the way, if you haven't, you can follow us over on our Instagram as well, which is also Geo and JC, or on Twitter, Geo and JC. Very simple. We keep the same name across our social media. At least we're trying to.
Roberto is Bacaya with a V. He said.
Oh, with a P.
Pacaya.
Pacaya. Vacaya. Roberto, where are you from? It's a Latino name.
Zuniga también.
Yeah. So where's Roberto from? And if you're new to our channel, Roberto, we're here in Florida currently, but we also live in Costa Rica. Juan Carlos is Costa Rican, Tico, and I'm Gringo here in the USA.
Bueno,
Yeah, I'm going to sit up a little
I'm
bit.
sinking.
I was sinking. The couch was sucking me in. There we go.
Cuba. Ah, okay.
Oh, Cubano. Bueno, bueno. Are you in the South Florida area? We have lots and lots of Cubanos here. And by the way, two of our favorite restaurants here are Cuban restaurants.
Padrinos y
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Juan Carlos's favorite dish is vaca frita.
Pretty rico.
He loves vaca frita, and I like pollo a la plancha. What's your favorite Cuban dish?
Bacallao.
Oh, he lives in San Francisco.
Okay.
We, shortly after Juan Carlos and I started dating each other within our first year, he had a conference in San Francisco that he was going to, and I flew out and he extended his stay, and we had a most amazing time together in the early days of our courtship, you could say, getting to know each other in San Francisco, which was a great place to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We had a great time out there. We got to get back out there. I love San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I introduced you to clam chowder in a bread bowl.
Sabroso.
And he's fell in love with clam chowder in a bread bowl. So, but yeah, San Francisco is awesome city for sure. The climate in San Francisco is very similar to our climate in Costa Rica. Maybe it's a little colder in San Francisco.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. We're in the mountains in Costa Rica in the central part of the country. So it's a little similar in the sense that there's a cloud forest. Not that San Francisco is a cloud forest, but it's cloudy.
It's foggy,
It's foggy.
brumoso.
Yep. And it gets moist out there. Oh, I said moist. It's one of those words. It's a weird word. Isn't moist a weird word? I think so. We should come to San Francisco. Yes, we should. You know, we had one of the things we did when we were in San Francisco that was sort of a little last minute. I wanted to do a trolley tour or a tour of the city. But one of the things we do that a lot when we travel, but we don't like doing the typical tourist thing where you're on a bus with 50 other people or your cattle cart around or so we try to look for alternate ways, and there is a tour in San Francisco called the Love Bus, and it's like an old Volkswagen Beetle bus, the little buses that's all like painted like psychedelic, and there's only like up to 6 people I think total can ride in that little van, and it can go to places that those bigger tour groups can't. We had the best time on that tour. It was just Juan Carlos and I and another couple,
From
and
Australia.
they were from Australia, and our driver
Who was also from Costa Rica.
was originally from Costa Rica. So anyway, it was just like it was magical.
Mhm.
And they keyed in music as we were driving around the town, like Janis Joplin music and stuff to really kind of bring you to the psychedelic era of the San Francisco music scene back in the day. It was very cool. So anyway, there we go. That's San Francisco. So for the next 3 minutes, last minute questions. Who has a question? Come on down with a question. Ask us a question.
I like Scooby-Doo's.
Yeah, exactly like Scooby-Doo.
Exactly. La Máquina del Misterio.
Just like it, minus
Mystery
the... Yeah. So, but yeah, I like the San Francisco area. The Castro, of course, iconic, beautiful. My first trip to San Francisco was back in... I think I went there in 1991 was the first time I went to San Francisco.
Hey, JC, do you drink chicha? We know. My Panamanian side of the family has a fermented rice. No, I tried that once, and only that once. I didn't like it. Ew.
What is chicha?
It's like moonshine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I'm scared to just go blind or something.
Oh, no. That's kind of scary.
What's the weirdest question you've been asked on a stream?
The weirdest question...
This question.
That's the weirdest question we've been asked on a stream. What's the weirdest question? I don't think we've been asked any like really bizarre, weird questions. No, we really haven't. There's been nothing asked that we really didn't feel comfortable talking about. So,
Okay. Yeah, no, not reading anything too weird.
yeah.
And then Martin Eric asked, series on Netflix. Well, several series we watch: Travelers, Stranger Things, Dark, and I
What was the
nailed it.
Oh, nailed it. What was the anime that we watched?
Ah,
that
see.
you introduced me to it.
Death Note.
Death Note. By the way, I'm totally not like a nerdy. He's much more comic book oriented. Like I shouldn't say nerdy, but whatever. That show, Death Note, was phenomenal. Really, really, really good. That streams on Netflix.
Yeah, and then wait, Travelers. And Sense8, but they
Yeah, it's no
cancel
more.
Sense8.
But if you've never watched Sense8,
It's wow.
check it
so
out.
good.
It's phenomenal.
And then how often do you are live in your
YouTube?
Okay. We don't have like in a schedule. It just we decide to do it, and
Right.
then we do it.
Yeah, this is only the 4th time we're doing live. We will probably do more live chats once we get to that 1,000 subscriber mark because we'll have more flexibility to do live. Currently, right now, we're streaming live. We can only do it via our laptop with a third-party software for streaming. YouTube won't allow us to do live streaming via our mobile devices or other devices until we get to 1,000 subscribers. So that's one of the reasons we're really trying to push to get to that number so we can do more interesting live streams. And also, we'll be able to pre-announce them, much like Matt and Eric do, and other people are able to let the subscribers know in advance that we're going to do a live chat or maybe a live Q&A or that kind of thing.
So Steven is asking how long we've been together. It's been almost 5 years.
Yeah.
You can actually find out a little more on our Who We Are video that is on in our channel. We talk about that. In February will be 5 years.
Exactly.
And then Michael says he loves Death Note. Yay! Great. And yeah, I do have good taste in anime. Actually, I'm still watching ¿cómo se llama? Evangelion. I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching that currently. And he said that we should try Assassination Classroom.
Assassination. We'll check it out for sure. We're always looking for interesting things to watch. Like we said, we just subscribed to Disney Plus, so we've got a huge library of stuff that we're going to watch, and we're excited. We haven't watched any of Mandalorian yet.
Yeah, I want to start watching that one.
And so we're trying to stay away from social media, or not stay away from it, but trying not to see spoilers because everybody's talking about that show, and it makes it tough. That's one of the things that's challenging about Netflix is because you can stream it all at once, and then people ruin it by posting stuff on Facebook or wherever, and it's like. So when I see stuff, I'm like, oh, don't want to read that post. Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
And one of our guilty pleasures is that we still watch, believe it or not, The Walking Dead.
Yes, we still watch The Walking Dead.
I don't know why, but we still do. I think we just watch it to see how it's going to end because it's painful. Anyway, we watch that.
Yeah, Roberto, yes, we do have Netflix. That's what we were talking about. You know what? That's one of those shows, Roberto, House of Cards, that I do want to watch. We just haven't had a chance to start watching that yet. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So one of these days we'll watch House of Cards.
Yeah.
Because I hear it's phenomenal as well.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's hard. We don't watch a ton of TV. Because we try to be somewhat active and get out of the house. Not that sitting at home watching TV isn't a bad thing, because we love to cuddle on the couch and watch Netflix. But as far as regular TV, we don't typically turn it on. Usually if we're going to watch something, it's something that we've recorded on the DVR or on Netflix or now on Disney Plus versus watching live television programming. We just don't do it that much.
Yes, or sometimes he's just watching YouTube videos or editing one of our YouTube videos, and I'm here by his side reading my book.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
A lot of times while I'm editing, and a typical YouTube video takes anywhere from 2 to 3 hours to edit a 20 to 30 minute video. Sometimes less, sometimes more, just depending on the amount of shots that we've filmed to bring the YouTube video. So yeah, it takes quite a bit of effort to put the videos out. Just FYI, if you didn't know.
So in that time, I'm usually just reading my book. I rarely turn the TV on to watch it by myself. I prefer to just read a book or,
Michael, you're right. We also got mad. I actually stopped watching it after that season and then had to pick it back up because Juan Carlos convinced me to go back to watching The Walking Dead.
Okay.
But yeah, that show, as they say, the proverbial, it jumped the shark. I feel like it's jumped the shark 10 times. And much like The Walking Dead, it keeps on walking.
Yeah.
But we're obsessed because we don't want to miss something.
Yeah.
What are we going to miss?
But I don't know. Every time that we watch it, we have to roll our eyes because it's like, did that really happen? That person was that stupid. So
Yeah, it's
painful,
it's
but
crazy.
we keep watching it anyway.
We do. We watch it. We do. So, anyway.
All right, it has been a completely pleasure to chat with all of you guys. Thank you very much for supporting our channel,
Yes.
for watching our videos, for share our content, and we will keep in touch. A lot
For
more
sure.
coming.
Yeah, we've got a lot more videos to come. As we said, stay tuned. We've got our video from Chica. We got a video from the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, the new guitar hotel that we stayed at over the weekend.
The Swamp Safari.
And we also went to Billy's Swamp Safari. There's already a video on the channel of that, but we did it recently, just last week with his sister. And we saw more wildlife on this trip out there than we have ever before. It was amazing. And then, of course, our upcoming trip, we're going to Savannah for Christmas and Thanksgiving and Christmas. And in between, we're going out to Las Vegas, where we're going to go see Shania Twain, which we're super excited about. We're going to see her perform, so we'll have a Vegas video. And then, of course, we're ending the year out in California at Disneyland and going to see the Rose Parade in Pasadena. So stay tuned for a lot of really cool content. And, of course, we'll be doing another live stream sometime between now and the end of the year. Hopefully, it'll be a celebration of 1,000 subscribers.
Actually, maybe when we're like really close to 1,000, we can do something like this.
Yep.
And maybe we'll reach the 1,000 live and celebrate.
It'll be awesome. Yeah, that'd be really cool. So, again, as we always say, happiness is a lifestyle. Thank you so much, everybody. And have a wonderful Thanksgiving if we don't see you before then. Peace out. Happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much turkey.
No, do.
Oh, yeah, eat lots of turkey. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Ciao.